Hi, I'm Patty Jackson, the founder of Clear Inner Focus, and in this video, I'm going to cover guidelines for authentic learning. Authentic learning means hearing from other people and staying true to your truth. So many times we listen to authorities and take on everything that they say as the right way, and really it's important to us at Clear Inner Focus that you learn from us, yet you stay true to your truth. For example, when I was younger, people used to say, you need to eat margarine, you need to eat margarine. And it never felt true to me. And then later studies came out that margarine wasn't the best thing for all people and that butter actually was good. So instead of following someone else's truth, these guidelines help you open your mind to see new possibilities, yet stay connected with your own heart, your own wisdom, your own desires, your own perspectives. So you can learn and grow whether you're taking things in or whether you're hearing them and saying, nope, that doesn't feel true to me. What's mine? Because as soon as you ask the question, what's my truth, you'll start to get your mind to start to find answers that are really in line with what's yours. And that's what's the most important to us here at Clear Inner Focus. The first guideline is to practice self-care and self-responsibility and empower all others by allowing them to do the same. So during this time, if you would, just for a minute, take a nice deep breath and check with yourself. Am I listening and am I here listening to learn this for me? Or am I still thinking about work or a loved one? And if you notice you're thinking about other things, if you'd bring your attention back here to you. This is for you, to take care of you. Another part of practicing self-care and self-responsibility is to notice how you're feeling. And if something feels true to you, bring it in. Not only think it, but bring it into your heart and think, this feels good. Notice the feelings of things that feel true to you and enjoy it. Because real learning doesn't take place in our brain. We can think things, but you can apply them when you start to bring them into what feels true and the feeling part of what's going on. If something doesn't feel true to you, you can use that discernment and say, that doesn't feel true to me. I'm going to stay here and take care of me and listen. That's theirs. What's mine? And listen and uncover a little bit more about what's mine. During this time, I invite you to practice self-care by thinking, what do I want? What do I need? Self-care is individual in any given moment. If you're here listening to this recorded class and you know what you need more than anything is to go to the bathroom first and come back so that you can be more fully present, do so. If you're in a live group coaching session and you know that you want to be there, yet you are fully responsible for an important thing that's happening in the world outside of a group coaching session, you can leave your cell phone on. You could leave your computer on, but do so in a manner that it's not going to disrupt others. You can mute your microphone. You can mute the ping on your computer. And then when you do, take care of it. If you come back, you'll be coming back with all of your energy that will add to the group. So practicing self-care and self-responsibility means those kind of things during this time. You do know what you need for you so that you can be more present to learning and to group interaction. Take care of it, please. Guideline number 2 is to focus on the positive in yourself and focus on the positive in others, because what we focus on expands. Now, when I first heard focus on the positive, I thought that meant ignore the negative. That's not what it means. Here's the reason why focusing on the positive is so important. In human nature, it's common to be having a great day, see a problem, go for the problem, focus on it, and try to resolve it. But many of our problems take time. And so that focus on the problem brings a problem up here, close and tight. And most of our problems and challenges involve bringing some heavier emotional energy with it, like frustration, uncertainty, self-doubt. And those emotions will come with problems when we focus on them. Those heavy emotions will pinch off our ability to keep our mind open to our heart and our inspiration and ideas to solve problems. So Before you begin, I invite you to just take a couple deep breaths and think of something that's working in your life today. You got out of bed, or maybe you're in a comfortable bed, but yet you're here. You showed up for this video. Good job. One positive thing. When you think about then, what's another thing that's working in your life? The energy of things that are working and the good job energy will take challenges and move them and their heavy emotional energy a little bit farther away. So you'll have breathing room and be able to focus on how you can solve it from your strengths, from your wisdom, from your knowing. Guideline number 3 is to adopt a sense of wonder. Have you ever seen a child seeing something new and just dropping to their knees and exploring? Like this little boy looking at a butterfly. Notice his energy feels open. He's curious. Wonder is a wonderful thing when you're wanting to learn something new. Human nature just develops fixed mindsets. They're good things. They help us navigate the world. But sometimes our mindsets need upgrading. And the way to upgrade them is to just wonder a little bit, be curious, open a little bit. The other thing about wonder that's amazing, that's wonderful, is wonder is the energy that can help you shift worry. When there's a problem, when we want to grow, it's not uncommon for our minds to start going to thoughts of worry or thoughts of where it didn't happen in the past. When you notice worry and focus on it, it can start to take on a lot of momentum and pull all of your energy and focus into it. The solution is to just take a couple deep breaths and start thinking, I wonder. Wow, I'm worried about something. That means I care about something and I'm not focused on it. So I wonder, what is it I really care about? And I wonder, what solution would I like to see? When you do that, you'll be able to, again, go from that journey of worry in your mind and the energy of worry in your mind and help it trickle down to that grounded place within you that has wisdom, that has your heart, that has your passion and your strengths to help solve any issue that you might have, to solve any habit of worrying versus getting grounded and effective in the world. Guideline number 4 is to connect with your heart. If you would, just take a deep breath with me right now and notice what's going on inside your body. You got thinking thoughts, but you also have your heart. Notice, are your thoughts running at a scale of 1 to 10, 10, maybe 11 or 12? If they are, just notice and wow, I still love myself. Good job. I'd like my thoughts to slow down. Maybe your thoughts are already at a 4 in the speed in which they can run sometimes. If you would, just notice your thoughts and thank them. And then breathe again and see if you can connect with your heart. Drop down. Maybe you'll first feel it beating. When you connect with your heart, I'm going to ask you to thank it. There it is. It's been there for you since before you were born, beating and sustaining your life. And it's still here for you all the time without you having to even feed it. Thank you, heart. And then I'm going to invite you to invite your heart to be part of our group time, part of a coaching session, or part of your learning. Your brain doesn't have to stop thinking, but I'm going to invite you to invite it to help discern part of what's you're hearing and feeling from the inside, so the two can work together during our time together. Guideline number 5 is to claim and honor your infinite wisdom, the part of you that just knows. There's a part of all of us that just knows. You know it sometimes, in which you show up for things. You knew you wanted to at least watch this video and you're still here. There's that knowing that guides us. And the more we pay attention to it, the more we exercise our connection to it, the stronger it can get. Some people have inside eyes where their knowing just kind of sees things. And it's not from these physical eyes. Some people have like inside ears where they just hear things. We do have intuitive gifts. Each of us do. And so during this time, just right now, I'm going to ask you to contemplate, what's it like for me when I just know something? And thank it. So you can exercise your connection to it a little bit and invite it to be part of our learning together. Because here is where you can learn your authentic truth, your authentic passions, life purpose, voice, and influence that you can make in the world. Guideline number 6 is to share your magnificence. It's easy to be humble or to know things and be afraid to speak our truth. But the more that you practice sharing your magnificence, the more you pay attention to, wow, I'm getting the impulse to say something, and I'm just going to say it and explore it because it's part of me and I'm a gift, the stronger it can get and the more powerful you will see your influence being in your life and in the world. Part of sharing our magnificence in a coaching session, in these classes, is to know that if you see magnificence in someone else, it means you have something similar to it in you. If you spot it in someone else, you do have that magnificence in you, and theirs is helping you remember yours. So when you share your magnificence by sharing growth, by sharing successes, or even by sharing your diligence and showing up day after day and facing a challenge, it can subconsciously inspire others to do the same. When others are sharing their magnificence, I'm going to encourage you to notice, wow, I spot it in them. I can do that too, my way. And I'm going to choose to be inspired when I see someone succeed. I don't need to be jealous. I could choose to be inspired. If they can do it and I can see it, I can do it too. Do I want to put the effort in like they did? And take it from there. In that way, in this space, your magnificence will be a wonderful attribute for all people learning along with you in coaching. Number 7, open to receive acknowledgments. Your coach facilitator is trained to see your magnificence and to use their voice to authentically share the beautiful and wonderful, inspiring things that they see in you aloud. I'm going to invite you to, if it feels comfortable, receive that acknowledgement with a thank you. Really fully receive it. It's the ultimate form of win-win. It's a beautiful gift to give acknowledgement, and then when someone receives it, the exchange benefits everyone in the group. It's like when you're watching someone play with a baby. Just watching that joy exchange, that true love exchange, is inspiring to other people. Exchanging acknowledgement can be contagious, just like negativity in a workplace can be contagious. So during our time together, we're going to play with really fully receiving acknowledgement with a thank you as a gift it is, and really being able to trust giving authentic acknowledgement to other people because you've been in your body for as many years as you've been alive and your eyes are looking out this way. And you can see other people's gifts and strengths, and it's really easy for the thought to go, they are, and forget to say, and I have this too, and I am. So when we give acknowledgments, you can start to strengthen your I am, so you can know the gift you are, so you can be it intentionally. You can wake up feeling fulfilled. I can bring something to my day just naturally by me being me. And that's all part of the gift of receiving acknowledgement, fully receiving it, and then starting to practice giving it to others. Guideline number 8 is to celebrate the natural learning process. As we continue to work with you in group coaching or one-on-one coaching, your coach will start drip feeding these 7 natural steps to positive change. The first one, and the most important one, is awareness, acceptance, and self-love. And that's where we'll begin. The natural learning process starts with becoming aware of where you are and that you're not where you want to be. There's something that is in your life that you want more of and you're not there yet. The problem with step number 1 is many times we become aware of where we are and we start doing the opposite of acceptance and self-love. It's normal human stuff to become aware of where you are and start beating yourself up or going into self-doubt thoughts. The more we practice step number 1 of becoming aware and accepting right where you are, the more you'll be connected to an open place where you get grounded and you can take effective, inspired steps forward in your life. We'll practice that during coaching and drip through it during our time until finally these steps become very easy for you to notice where you are and implement the next step to change. Just for now, we're going to celebrate the natural learning process. It's natural, it's inherent in you. Babies learn to walk. Parents know it's inherent. Sometimes they get impatient on the timeline, or sometimes they think an early timeline is better. It's not. It's just inherent, and it's your timeline. We are going to hold that space for you, and I invite you to do the same during this time. More on these steps in future videos, classes, and coaching. Guideline number 9 is to maintain confidentiality. In this group, it's a time to be vulnerable and to share whatever's going on in your life. Your coach facilitator will maintain confidentiality on anything that you share in group. We at Clear Inner Focus developed all of this curriculum because of the wisdom and wonderfulness that people like you shared 20 years ago, back when this curriculum was being developed. Maintaining confidentiality for us means that we will not share names or details as to who you are. But if there's something magnificent to share that seems like it would be pertinent to help others, we will, without names or details as to who you are. We are going to ask you to do the same of your group coaching members. Because of this, when we're working together with the intention to learn and grow. We know that in this safe space, whenever you share a challenge, growth is inevitable. The natural learning process is well underway. So if someone's sharing a challenge, if someone's sharing a stormy day, we know the light is shining through. If it doesn't feel like it's shining through now, it is soon. So there's no reason for any of us to gossip or share anything about any other person in this group, because it's all part of our magnificent and really incredibly challenging sometimes normal human stuff. And that's how we deal with the guideline of maintaining confidentiality, and we ask that you commit to do the same with us so that our space and time together feels safe and can be the most effective, powerfully inspirational place for you to connect with the places where you want to learn and grow in your life and make your difference in the world like only you can make. These are the 9 guidelines for authentic learning. The way to really ground this in your own self is to just take another deep breath. Look at the overview of these guidelines here that I have presented on your screen and ask your wisdom, which one of these stood out to me? And then feel how good it feels, that little inspiration. This one stands out. And do the next thing. Ask yourself, how can this guideline support me in the days ahead? You don't have to know the answer, but asking yourself powerful questions will help your conscious and subconscious mind work together to bring in the answers to your questions in the world ahead. In the next video, you're going to hear about the power of a question and intention setting. Join me there.